Okay, let's give it a moment or two. Just be a moment. Had a slight issue with the camera. We'll be getting going now in just a second. Okay, just getting going. So we will start just with this class, which will be quite a bit of moving, and then we'll have a nice bit of breathing at the end. Thanks for joining if you haven't been taking one of the classes before, but glad to be getting going. So plenty moving at the start. We're going to be taking the first part of the Ashtanga primary series. Ashtanga is a flowing style of yoga, and I'll ease into that just after our regular opening sequence. So hope you enjoy, and towards the end we'll be finished at about 8 o'clock, so a little less than an hour. For the last 15 minutes or so, I'll do some breathing techniques. So enjoy and take it nice and easy, and let's enjoy the movement. So coming just towards the front of your mat, if you have a mat, and take the hands together, bend the knees a little bit, and move the shoulders forward. From here, just move the palms down, roll the shoulders in, bring the hands forward and hands push away. Hands go nice and wide. Press the hands really wide, then bring the hands forward and up. Shoulders go high, hips go down. Try and lift the heels so we're balancing. Squeeze the thighs in, move hands down, roll shoulders in. Bring hands forward, push those wrists away. Hands go nice and wide, and you press those hands good and wide. Then hands go up, hips go down. So shoulders up, hips down just means the spine lengthens. Squeeze the thighs in, stand tall, then lower. And then from there, just push the hands forward. Take your right hand back behind you, nice and gentle. Take your right toes just off the ground. Maybe lift the right knee in the air. And a nice little twist. Bring your left hand towards your right shoulder. Nice steady twist. And smooth down. And just a twist to the other side. Left hand comes back. Left leg steps a little forward. Lift the left knee. Find nice steadiness here. And lower. And from there, we just want to lengthen our side body. So interlock the fingers, push the wrists away. From here, just reach the hands high, and then lift your left shoulder as high as you can. Push your hips over towards the left. Bend the left leg and lift the right leg. So you bend left leg, push the hips to the left. Lift that left shoulder so your left side of the trunk is really lengthening out. Nice and steady. Really lifting those left ribs. And lowering down. Point the knuckles away from you this time. Lift the right shoulder. Lift the right shoulder high. Lift the, push the hips to your right. Lean on the right leg and take the left toes off. Nice and steady, that right side of the body lengthening. And smooth down. Hips back to center, hands come down. Give the hands a little bit of a shakeout and then come towards the front of your mat. So we're just following the Ashtanga style of sun salutations. Just want to keep things moving nicely. Stay relaxed with your face. Keep your breath as calm as you can. And then just enjoy. So let's take the hands widen up. Reach the hands as high as you can. Look towards your thumbs. Bend your knees. Forward bending. Hands go down. Head goes down. Look forward. Lift the chest, bend the knees as much as you need to get your hands on the ground, and then step the feet back towards upper plank. In upper plank, you're nice and straight in the spine. Knees can go on the ground or stay off as you lower to lower plank, and then all the way to the ground. From there, take your hands a little forward, lift the chest. Then hands back by lower ribs, coming to a nice lower plank, up to upper plank, and back to downward dog. Stay in downward dog here. So downward dog, feet around hip width apart, bend the knees a little bit so your back lengthens. Bring your chin towards your throat, the arms stay straight, and just nice long back. Chin is in towards the throat so you could look towards the belly button, back of neck lengthening. From there, knees bend, walk the feet forward. Keep those knees bent, look forward, and then head goes down towards shins. Head releases down, face relaxed. Hands come wide and up. Lift the chest, look up, and lower down the hands by your side. Again, hands go wide, lift the chest, look up. Hands go down, bend the knees, head goes down. Keep the knee bend, look forward, step the feet back to upper plank. Upper plank to lower plank or lower press up position. Hovering there. Then all the way down, hands come forward, lift the chest to a gentle cobra. More if you wish, if you're used to upward facing dog. Now hands by lower ribs, come to lower plank, knees on or off the ground, up to upper plank and back to downward dog. Stay in downward dog, chin in towards your throat. Relax your face here. Move around your jaw, get rid of any tension held there in the face or the jaw. Pull a few weird faces. Good for the old facial muscles to move around. Nice back lengthening, just staying for another moment or two. Back lengthens. Arms nice and straight. From there, bend your knees, step or jump your feet forward. Keep the knee bend, look forward. Then fold the head down towards your shins. Reach the arms up. Look up high at those hands and lowering down. Again, hands wide and up, look up. Bend your knees, hands go towards the ground. Look forward, step or jump your feet back to upper plank. Down to lower plank. Then come to a cobra, hands by your side, this time lifting the chest. Then come to lower plank again, up to upper plank and back to downward dog. Stay in downward dog. So the back is lengthened nicely. Really lengthening out that back. Bring the chin in towards the throat. Your arms stay super straight. The legs don't have to be fully straight. Okay, don't worry about the legs being fully straight. Chin in towards your throat. Just try not to drop the ribs towards the ground. Chin in so you could look towards your belly button. Keep the knee bend as you step or jump the feet forward. Looking up, then fold down, head to shins. And hands go high, look up. Standing tall, hands down by your side. Bend your knees, keep your hips low, reach the hands up, look to your thumbs. Then knees bend, hands down, head down. Look forward, step the feet back to upper plank. Lower to lower plank. Come to a gentle cobra, hands just by your lower ribs, having a look forward. More if you wish, you can lift the hips up and lift the chest up, look forward and up. Knees go down to make it safer as you come to a nice downward dog. So gaze towards belly button, nice long downward dog. Straight away, your right leg goes forward between your hands. Back foot flattens. Keep that front leg bent. Back leg straight and reach the arms up. Look up towards your thumbs. This is called warrior one. So front leg bent, back leg straight. Look towards your thumbs and come forward and down. Hands down, right leg back to upper plank. Lower to lower plank. Come to a gentle cobra, more if you wish. Knees on or off the ground as you come back towards downward dog. Left leg steps forward, back foot flat. Bend that front leg, back leg straight. Reach arms forward and up in warrior one. Nice, strong posture. Back leg nice and straight. Hands down, coming to upper plank, to lower plank, to cobra, or upward facing dog if you're used to that. Down to lower plank is an extra bonus. Knees can be on the ground. Then come back to downward dog. Stay in downward dog for about 5 breaths. So the key to this is to really breathe nice and gently. Lengthen your breath out, lengthen your back out. Chin is in towards the throat. Back is long, face relaxed. You can move the hips around a little bit. You don't have to be super stiff and steady. Just lengthen the back. This is the sun salutation B of the Ashtanga primary series. Knees bent, step or jump forward. Have a look up, then head down to shins. Keep that knee bent, reach arms up, and stand tall. Again, knees bent, reach the arms up, look up. Lengthen your back, hands down, head down. Look forward, lift the chest. Then plant your hands, step or jump the feet back to upper plank. Down to lower plank. Come to a gentle cobra, lift the chest. Coming to a lower plank, up to upper plank and back to downward dog. Right leg forward, back foot flat. Bending front leg, reaching arms high. Nice long stance. Warrior one, down to upper plank. Lower plank, then to cobra, which is lying on the ground, lifting the chest, or upward facing dog if you're lifting the thighs off the ground and hips off the ground. Look forward, maybe up. Down to a lower plank if you can manage it. Up to upper plank, back to downward dog. Left leg steps forward, back foot flat. Bending front leg, back leg straight, reaching arms up in warrior one, and lowering down to upper plank, lower plank, cobra or up dog, down to lower plank, then downward dog. Stay in downward dog. Nice long back, straight arms, legs perhaps a little bit straighter, heels going towards the ground, chin is towards the throat. Slowing down the breath. Trying to breathe through the nose if you can. And ease forward, stepping or jumping. Keep that knee bend, look forward, then fold down, head to shins. Drop the hips nice and low, reach the arms up in chair, and stand tall. Last time, knees bent, reach arms up, look up. This is chair posture. Forward bending, hands down, head down. Look forward, step or jump the feet to upper plank. Lower plank to cobra or up dog. Down to lower plank or the ground. Then up to kneeling plank or straight leg plank. Back to downward dog. Right leg forward, back foot flat. Bending that front leg, reaching arms high. And lowering to upper plank. Lower plank to cobra or upward facing dog. Down towards lower plank, knees on or off the ground. Back to downward dog. Left legs forward, back foot flat. Bending front leg, reaching arms up into warrior one. Upper plank. Lower plank, cobra or up dog. Down to lower plank. And back to downward dog. Stay here. This is our last sun salutation B. Chin is towards the throat, face is relaxed, breath is calm as possible. This does raise the heart rate a little bit, these sun salutations, designed to warm up the body, usually done in the morning to salute the sun, but any time is good. Knees bend, step or jump your feet forward, drop your hips, have a look forward, fold down, head to shins, then sit low, reach the arms up, and stand tall, hands down by your side. Next one, we want to take our feet about hip width apart. So your feet are about hip width apart, toes turning ever so slightly. From here, we take the hands to the waist, lift the chest, look up, then bend your knees, take your hands to your ankles, or catch your big toe with your middle and index finger. So your palm face each other, you catch your big toes with their middle and index fingers, you press down on those fingers with the toes, then look up. So it's perfect to either have the toes stepping on the fingers or hold the ankles, then fold down, head towards shins. Knees and chest trying to touch. It's okay if the legs aren't fully straight. Just trying to lengthen out the back. Be nice and steady. This forward bend, back lengthening, face relaxed. Don't worry about bending the knees more if you need to lengthen your back out. Don't feel too extreme a stretch on the back of the legs. It's your back we're trying to lengthen out here. Keep that knee bend, look forward, then take the hands and try and shove the hands in under the feet. So your palms come in under the feet. If it's too much, hold the ankles again, look forward, then fall down, head towards the ground, chin towards the throat. Nice back lengthening here. Feet nicely about hip width apart. If you need to bring them wider, that's okay. Just step off your hands, bring the feet a little bit wider. Makes it easier. And feel like you're lengthening the back. So in the Ashtanga primary series, you're taking each posture for about 5 breaths once you get into it. So 5 nice, gentle, calm, lengthened inhales and lengthened exhales. Keep the knee bend as you look forward. Hands come to the waist. Drop the hips a little bit. Then push the waist forward as you stand up. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out. Then stand to the top of your mat. From here, we're going to take the left leg back. So you're going to take your left leg back about 4 feet or so between the heels. Your left toes turn towards the front of the mat. The right toes point straight ahead. And just to make your balance that bit steadier, see the right edge of your right foot. So the outer right edge of your right foot, try and have that parallel to the right edge of the mat. So it looks like the toes are turned slightly to the left here. So your right toes turn slightly to the left. Just that'll make it easier for you to balance. Turn your waist towards that front foot. Lengthen your head out over those front toes. Then your right hand pulls up on the right shin, or you catch the big toe with the middle and index finger if you're used to that. Then you look to your left, lift the left shoulder in the air, and then left hand goes in the air. So this is triangle pose. Eventually this left leg is straight, but don't feel like it has to. Lengthen through the fingers, relax the face, push the ground apart. So you're putting force down through the back leg, force down through the front leg. Be steady in Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Just another breath or so, lengthening out those legs a little bit more. Spine is long. Look down, left hand to left hip. Now right hand to right hip. Pick the spine up. Turn your right toes to the left. Left toes turn towards the back of your mat here perhaps. Or if you're going sideways on your mat. Either way, you're turning your waist towards your left toes. Your head's out, way out over those front toes. Left hand holds the ankle or holds the big toe. You look to your right and the right hand lifts in the air. Face relaxed. Breath calm. So left leg goes pretty straight. Spine is long. Right hand lifting high. Face relaxed. So this is the triangle pose, bringing you through the start of the Ashtanga primary series. Keeping the breath nice and calm. Spine is long. Back leg nice and straight. Right hand lowers to right hip. Look down. Left hand comes to left hip. Then pick the spine up. Turn your toes towards the right foot. So you turn your left toes towards that right foot. Turn your waist towards that right foot. Your right toes point straight ahead. And then you're going to put the left hand down by the big toe or by the little toe side of that right foot. So lengthen your spine first. Lift your chest up a little bit. Lengthen your head out over the front toes. Then bring the left hand down by the big toe onto the ground, maybe onto the shin if it's too much, or if you can, you put your left hand to the outside of the right foot, maybe even your palm on the ground. Then right hand lifts in the air. Tricky posture. Find a nice balance. Spine is long, you're twisting, you're in a forward bend. Warms up the legs quite strongly. The whole body tends to warm up quite a bit when you add these twists. Face is relaxed. In other words, don't scrunch up your face. Right hand down to right hip, look down. Left hand comes up to left hip. Then we pick the spine up and we turn towards the left foot's side of the mat. So let's turn towards that left foot. So your right toes, you really need to turn them towards that left foot, because that way your waist can turn towards your left foot. Your spine can lengthen out over that front foot. Then the right hand goes down by the big toe or by the little toe side of the foot if you're more comfortable, maybe even the right palm down. That's pretty hard. Spine is long, left hand lifts in the air. Be steady. Find that steadiness now. Both legs eventually straight, but it's okay if the front leg is a little bent as you get used to this. Be steady. Twisted forward bend, quite strong. Spine is long. Left hand to left hip, look down. Right hand to right hip, pick the spine up, turn towards the front, towards the front of your mat. So that's where your right foot is. Then step that left leg forward. Give the legs a little bit of a shake out. A little bit longer stance this time now. The left leg steps back again. So this time there's about using a good 3/4 of your mat, or maybe there's 5 feet between your heels. Okay. So the front leg, the right toes are pointing straight ahead to the front of your mat. The back toes are turning a little bit towards the front of your mat as well. And your waist turns towards that right foot, towards the front of your mat. Then again, you lengthen the spine out, head comes out over those front toes. The right hand comes down. Just let's try to the inside of that right leg. And then your left hand swings down, then forward out by the front edge of your mat and out. So you're lengthening that left side. So you bend the right leg, straighten the back leg. This is a side angle pose. Nice twist. Back leg is straight. Front leg is bent. If it's too much with right arm on the ground, you can pop it up onto the thigh at any stage. Be steady. Face relaxed. Left hand back to left hip. Look down. Stand tall. Turn your right toes towards left edge of the mat. Left toes turn towards the back of your mat. Then you're going to turn the waist towards those left toes. To make it easier, turn your right toes a little bit more towards the left toes. So you can turn the waist and the belly button towards that left foot. Bend the left leg. Left hand comes down, either onto the thigh or to the ground. Right hand swings down by that left hand, then forward and out, and we look in under that right arm. Be steady, face relaxed. Lengthening out through those right fingers. Left leg is bent, right leg nice and straight. Right hand back to right hip, look down. Now pick the spine up, turn left toes, so both toes are facing towards the left edge of your mat. Then you're going to turn towards your right foot again. Your right toes point towards just off the front of your mat. Your back toes turn towards the front of your mat. And from here, you turn your belly button towards that right knee. You're going to do a twist here now, okay? So you're going to do a twist towards that right leg. Now, the back heel often stays down in this one in Ashtanga, but I find it very, very difficult to do that for most of us. So come up off your back heel, turn your belly button to the right, chest towards the right, and the left elbow goes to the outside of the right thigh. Then your palms come together in prayer, thumbs come towards your heart. So your hands are in prayer, left hand to outside of right thigh, twisted on a balance on the ball of the back foot. If you're more comfortable, the back foot can be flat. The left hand can go towards the ground. The right hand can lift up into the air or swing forward. Be steady. So it's a strong twist. Face relaxed. Breath calm. It's hard to have the face relaxed here, I know. Really twisting the body. Really important for our movement. Right hand onto the right hip. Coming up out of the posture to stand tall, you turn and go towards the other side, okay? So you're going to go towards the other side. So your left foot, you come up off your back heel to make it easier. This time your right hand is going to go to outside of the left thigh, okay? So you're turning belly to left, chest to left, right hand to outside of left thigh. Palms go together in prayer and you're twisting the spine to look to the left. Be steady. Again, if you're more comfortable, the right hand can go towards the ground. The right foot can flatten behind you, but it's quite a tricky twist. Left hand in the air or left hand forward. Be steady. Nice long spine. Twisting is hard in all of these postures. Left hand to left hip. Look down. Stand nice and tall. Undo the twist, give the legs a little bit of a shake out, and then step towards the front of the mat. From here, we're going to take the hands up, and then we put them on our hips. So they either go onto your hips, or else they come up your back, so that your palms face away from your away from your back. If you're more comfortable, they come together in a prayer position like this. So they come into prayer position behind the back. Let me just see, can you see that? So that is the prayer position behind the back. That's tricky. Hands on the hips is fine, okay? From there, your hands are up the back. What you're going to do is take the left leg back about 4 feet again, turn the waist towards the front, so not really, really long stance, so about 4 feet. You turn your waist towards that right leg, and then you bring your head down towards that right shin. So it's a pretty straight legs, so the right leg might be bent, left leg definitely straight. Trying to bring the nose towards the right shin. It's a strong posture. So your back is lengthening here. It's a strong twist as you're turning your waist towards that right shin. And you pick the spine up. Turn right toes towards left edge of the mat, then turn towards the back of your mat. Your right toes turn a little bit more towards the left toes as well. That way you can turn your belly button towards that left knee. Then you lengthen your spine, lift the chest maybe a little bit, then lengthen the spine out over that front leg so that the head goes towards the shin. Be steady. You might need to bend the leg a lot or just a little bit like I have. Fully straight if you're really comfortable. Trying to slow down your breathing. Keep it as calm as you can, but this is a strong practice. From there, pick the spine up, turn, step towards the front of your mat, give your hands a little bit of a shake out. From there, bend the knees, reach the arms up into the chair posture. Stay here for about 5 breaths now. So you're bending the knees, sitting down nicely, reaching the arms forward and up. Face relaxed. Sitting into this chair posture. Sitting down a little bit more. Hands reaching forward and up. Legs nice and strong. Squeeze the thighs in. From there, you stand tall, then bend the knees a little bit as you dive down, hands go to the ground. Have a look forward, step the feet back to upper plank, down towards lower plank. Come to a gentle cobra or an upward facing dog, back towards downward dog. Right leg, big step between the hands. You might need to grab it and lift it and bring it up there. Back foot flat, bending front leg, reaching arms up into warrior one. So we did warrior one in the sequences earlier in the sun salutation B. So your waist is turned towards the front. Your heart is lifting. Your hands are lifting. Look down for an easier balance. Look up if the balance is there. And if the neck is okay, be steady. You're turning your waist towards that front knee, that right knee. Pressing your waist towards that right knee. Pressing the mat apart. This is warrior one. You take the same posture to the back of your mat. So you straighten right leg, turn right toes in, turn towards the back of your mat, bend left leg. Turn the right toes a little bit more towards that left leg so you can turn the waist towards that left knee, then bend the left knee, reach hands high. This is warrior one. Face relaxed. Back leg straight. Front leg bending. Left hand reaches out over that left knee, right hand out over that right leg into warrior two. Back leg straight, so that's the right leg. Left leg bending. Warming up nicely. Strong. This is called a warrior posture, warrior two. Building that strength in the legs. Getting flexibility in the right inner thigh, in the back of the right leg. Inside of left leg. Straighten left leg, turn towards the right foot. So turn your right toes towards the front of your mat. Left toes turn towards those right toes. Bend right leg, warrior two on the second side. So your head stays directly over your tailbone. Look at that right index finger if you can. Reach out through fingers. Press down through the feet. Nice and steady. From there, take the hands to the waist, stand nice and tall, step that left leg towards the right foot, so slide it in, give the legs a little bit of a shake out. Then you come to the front of the mat, moving towards, actually no, we'll take some balancing sequences here. Okay, so we'll give the legs a little bit of a shake out. From here, what we want to do is either the half bound lotus, if you're used to that, or else the tree posture, okay? So half bound lotus involves lifting the right knee up. So the right knee is going to go up to where it can. Now, either it goes onto the left inner thigh and the knee points out to the side and the hands go up. We'll stay in this tree posture here, or else you lift the right knee up, hold it there. Maybe you lift it really high, that knee, and the heel goes towards the belly button. The right knee lowers down. Right hand comes around behind you and tries to catch that big toe. And then from there, you bend that left leg, bring the left hand to the ground. That's a tricky one. So only if you're really used to the half lotus do you do that one, okay? So either half lotus or tree posture. Bind is a tricky one. Find that nice lengthening. Oops, try and block the sun a little bit so that it doesn't ruin the shot. Such a lovely day. Try and keep your steadiness. If you're bent down towards the ground, come up slowly, reach the hands high, then lower the hands down, lift the right knee up, give it a lower down, give the leg a little bit of a shake out. The other side, left knee comes up. So you're trying to get the left knee to come towards the chest. So stay with it there. This could be fine, or else you take the tree posture. Hands go up, or else you take half lotus. That's left knee high. The heel is trying to get up towards the belly button here by keeping the left knee high. And then you're in that half lotus position. If you're really used to the bind, you take the left hand, let it face forward, then pull it back behind you, then roll the shoulder in to bring the hand towards the toe. Then we forward bend if you're used to that, okay? I'm gonna stay in the easier one today. So tree posture is cool. Hands together or hands up. Be steady. Reaching those hands high. The shoulders are pushing forward so that as you reach the hands high, you're not bothering the neck. So shoulders forward, hands go up high. Spine is long. Try to be as calm as we can. And slowly lowering. If you're bent forward, come up slowly. Then lowering the left leg down, give the leg a little bit of shake out. Next one is our balance, again, where we're taking the right knee up. This time you're going to take the outside of the right foot, left hand to left hip. Stay with this, maybe bring the heel a little bit away from you. If you're really comfortable, you can catch the big toe of the right foot with the right middle and index finger, and your right leg lengthens out. Being steady. Keep a little bend in that left leg, helps you balance. So right leg is reaching out. So it's okay if the leg is bent. It's okay if you're holding the shin or the side of the foot. Be steady. Find that nice balance. The right leg is going to go out to your right. You look a little to your left if you can. Be steady. Maybe the left leg begins to straighten a bit. Find steadiness. Right leg comes into center, hands are on the waist, right toes point away from you. Lower it to make it easier. Lift it to make it harder. It's tricky. Then lowering down. Left leg. Give the legs a little shake out. Left knee comes up. Hold that left knee. Hold the side of the left foot, or else hold the left big toe. Left leg goes out in front. Stand nice and tall. Be steady. Find that balance. Try and calm your breath down. Left leg goes a little out to the side. Find a nice steadiness. Left leg comes forward into the middle. Left toes point away. Hold the leg up. This is tricky, I know. And lowering down. Give the leg a little bit of a shake out. All right, moving towards the ground now. Come towards the front of your mat. Bring the hands wide. and up. Then bend the legs, lengthen your back, hands down, head down. Look forward, then step or jump the feet back to upper plank, lower to lower plank, come to upward facing dog, back to downward dog, step or jump the feet between the hands, and come to sitting down. All right. So coming to sitting on the mat, nice relaxed face. You've done a lot of the hard work now. So legs out, stretching out towards the front of your mat. You sit back around halfway along your mat. Try to bend the knees as much as you need to have the spine straight. Or else, if you're used to, with straight legs and straight arms, sit tall here. Dandasana, the seated staff position. Or stick, so the legs are straight, the arms are straight, the spine is straight. Face relaxed. Keep sitting tall. Into our forward bend then. So you bend the knees as much as you need to so that you can take the sides of the feet. Lift the chest. So see how much knee bend I've got here so that my knee and chest can come together. So I lengthen my back out. So it's all about my back lengthening, okay? You can be straighter in the legs if you wish. Just so long, not if you wish, but if it's doable for you. Wishing doesn't usually do it. But what I mean is that you can be straighter in the legs if you find this forward bend quite easy. But try and get your knees and chest together and don't be afraid to bend the legs more. Lift the chest a little bit, lengthen the spine out, head goes towards the shins. So your back lengthens, head is towards the shins, really lengthening out the back. Nice release of the back, which was a lot of the focus of this first part of the class, is to free the back out, to strengthen the legs and lengthen them. Plenty of upper body work as we lifted ourselves up and down from the ground too. Lift the chest, have a look forward, straighten the arms, take the hands back behind your waist about a foot or so, fingers face towards the waist, either with straight legs or bend the legs, raise the waist up. So you can try with straight legs, you're on the heels, lifting the chest up. I try to make sure that people don't throw the head back here. It's okay to lift the chest and lift the throat, but don't throw the head back towards the ground. Think you're trying to lift it up. Lift the chest, lift the throat. Lower down the waist. Sit nice and tall. Take your right leg in towards the left inner thigh without the use of the hands if you can. So bring it to maybe till the right heel is by the left knee. That's perfect. Bring it closer if it's going, and the right knee is trying to go towards the ground. Then you bend the left leg again so that you can take the left shin or the left foot, lift the chest up, and then your head goes towards that left shin. Be steady. So this is Janu Sirsasana. Head to the knee pose. Lengthening, so you're twisting belly button towards that left knee, head towards that left shin. Back is long. Right side of the lower back here gets really lengthened out. Lift the chest up, look forward. Take the hands to the waist. Sit nice and tall. Take the hands back behind you. Lift the legs up in the air for a moment. Then take the left leg in against the right inner thigh. Sit nice and tall. From there, hands come towards the right shin or right foot. Lift the chest. Then bring the head towards the right knee or the shin. Back lengthens. Stay lengthening out as much as you can. Calm the breath down. Sit tall. Hands come back. Lift the legs up. Cross the legs. Bring the knees towards the chest. Then try to sit with the hands reaching out and find a balance. If you're really comfortable, you can undo the legs, undo the crossed legs. Maybe straighten the legs a little bit more, although there's a risk of falling backwards. So only if you can sit tall, with the legs bent or the legs straight. Keep reaching those hands forward. Then lower those soles of feet on the ground. Take the hands behind you. Raise the waist one more time. Then lowering down. Now, next bit, I just need you to get a cushion or a blanket or something just to sit on, okay? So let's get that. Got a bolster here. So for this bit, just need you to sit on that cushion or the bolster. So you can sit with your soles of feet on the ground like I have here and just have your hands on the knees. This is perfect. Or else you're going to sit in some sort of cross-legged position if you're used to that, okay? So once you've got it, you find yourself nice and steady. So you're sitting there, okay? If you're going to a cross-legged position, maybe bring your right heel in towards the tailbone. Your right knee goes towards the ground. The left leg comes in and the left knee goes towards the ground, just if you're really comfortable with that. But if there's any knee issues or the ankles are a bit sore, forget about it. Just put the soles of feet on the ground. For this breathing sequence, I'm just going to talk you through something nice and simple, okay? Just going to turn sideways just so that you can see a little bit better and I don't confuse you on which hands are doing what. So you're trying to sit up nice and tall, soles of feet are fine on the ground. For a moment, just close the eyes and take the right hand to the abdomen. Soften the abdomen a little bit more. Close the eyes for a moment. Soften the abdomen a little bit more. Going to try and breathe through the nose now. So keep the mouth gently closed. Gentle breath in and out through the nose. The breath is slowing down. We're going to train our mind to just follow and focus on the breath on the way in, where we just watch it coming in, and then we watch it going out. And the abdomen is nice and soft. So it's not a chest expansion breath, it's a diaphragmatic breath. So the abdomen stays soft so that the diaphragm can do its job and move downwards and just create a vacuum in the stomach and the lower abdomen and around so down the lower part of the trunk. And then the abdomen falls in towards the spine as the diaphragm comes back up towards the lower ribs. So expansion of the lower part of the trunk to draw the air in and to move the air out through the nose. Then we're just going to take our hands to our knees, the eyes open for a moment. So we're going to take a nice smooth breath where you're going to take your right palm and turn it up towards the ceiling. Let the air go out of the body now. Then reach the right hand wide and breathe in through the nose. Reach the right hand wide and up. Reach it as high as you can. Hold the air in the body when you fill the lungs. Put your right thumb on your right nostril, just closing it. Then breathe out through your left nostril. Your right elbow drops as you breathe out through that left nostril. When all the air is gone, the right hand goes onto the right knee and the left hand goes out to the side as you breathe in and you expand. Breathe in through the nose, reach that left hand high, hold the air in the body. Left thumb closes left nostril. Left elbow drops down as you breathe out through that right nostril. Left elbow is going down. All the air is out of the body, left hand onto left knee. Right hand goes out to the side as you breathe in and expand at the abdomen. Reach the right hand high, close right nostril just on the outside with the right thumb. Right elbow goes down towards the ground as you breathe out through left nostril. Right hand on left knee. All the air out of the body. Breathe in through the nose. Left hand goes up, reaching that left hand high as you can. Close the left nostril. So just on the outside, you just close that left nostril with the thumb. Breathe out through right nostril. Left elbow going down as the air falls out of the body. All the air stays out of the body, left hand onto left knee. Right hand out to the side. Breathe in. Expand. Expand and breathe in fully. Hold the air in for a moment as you close right nostril. Then breathe out through left nostril. Nice long exhale. Balancing breath. All the air out of the body. Right hand onto right knee. Left hand out to the side. Breathe in through the nose. Really fill. Close left nostril. Breathe out through right. Left hand onto the knee as all the air is out of the body. Breathe in through both nostrils. Reach right hand high. Reach it up as high as you can. Close that right nostril. Right elbow drops as you breathe out through that left nostril. Breathing out fully. All the air going out of the body. Right elbow goes down. Left hand out to the side. Breathe in. Fill the lungs. Expand at the abdomen. Expand at the chest. Left hand closes left nostril. Left elbow moves down, nice and smooth. As you get the air out through that right nostril, left hand goes down. Just 2 more cycles. Breathe in. Expand as you reach that right hand high. Close right nostril. Right elbow drops as the air moves out through that left nostril. Breathing long. Expand. Close left nostril with the left thumb. Exhale out through right nostril as your left elbow goes down nice and slowly. Last time, right. Exhale through left, all the way out, full exhale. Right hand onto the knee, then breathe in. Left hand moves to the side, timing that inhale out through right nostril. Left elbow falls, then hand goes to the knee. Both hands stay. Lift the chest, breathe in, look up. Breathe out, bow a little forward, bring the head down a bit so you move all the air out of the body. Then breathe in, lift the chest. Look up and fill the lungs completely, looking up. Exhale, bend a little forward and down, head goes down. Breathe in last time, lift the chest, expand, lift the throat and chin. Exhale, bow forward, all the air out of the body. Come up slowly, sit tall. Hands are on the knees, or elbows on the knees if soles of feet on the ground. Close the eyes. Now stop pulling the air in and pushing it out. Just observe whatever comes. Just relax the abdomen a little bit further. Relax the face. Feel the spine sitting tall. Chin slightly towards the throat without dropping the head down. So chin slightly towards the throat. Forehead soft. Slow down. Notice the stillness. Breath becomes very calm, almost like it's barely moving in and out. The abdomen is just very gentle. Abdomen is soft, face is soft. Breath barely rising and falling in your stillness. And just watch that stillness. Watch the stillness of the body. Watch the calmness of your breath. Soften the forehead more. Soften the eyes, soften the throat, soften the jaw. Breath is very calm. Whole body calm. Chin goes towards the heart as you look down, but the eyes are still closed. Gently open the eyes. Move a little bit at the toes and at the legs. And lie down just for 2 minutes, okay? So just get rid of the bolster or the cushion. Just let the legs lengthen out, either soles of feet on the ground or else legs lengthen fully. And just allow yourself to take the support of the ground just for 2 minutes. You soften there. Soften the whole body. Allowing it to take the support of the ground. You've worked strongly the legs, the arms, spine was doing a lot of twisting, a lot of forward bending, a lot of lengthening. Let it take the support of the ground now. Allow the shoulders to really sink. Allow the hips to feel heavy on the ground. Legs heavy, they've worked strongly. Allow them to really take the support of the ground. Abdomen really soft now. Giving yourself permission to really soften that abdomen. Eyes are gently closed. Behind the eyelids themselves, the eyes soften a little further. Allow the forehead to soften. Letting the ground support you. Feel the body nice and heavy, sinking, softening, letting the benefits of the practice that we've taken really sink in. Let go and soften. Begin to move the fingers gently. Bend the legs. Perhaps hug the knees towards the chest. Rock a little from side to side, massaging the lower back. And then allow yourself to roll to the right-hand side. Then help yourself up to sitting. And find yourself sitting comfortably in any position. Whether it's on a cushion or on the mat. Just pause for a moment. Take the hands together perhaps, just for focus. To focus the mind just on yourself. Close the eyes gently. And just salute yourself. Salute the effort that you've made today to make this time. Salute the effort that you've made to do good for yourself. And the whole practice is part of the art of bowing to yourself, of saluting yourself. That offering of respect to yourself, to your health. So salute yourself, and we salute each other then at the end of the class. Often we use the word namaste, but I like to use the word sláinte, which means to your good health. Sláinte. Well done on your practice today. Thanks for joining in. So I think now more than ever, we need to get away from the feeling that the mind and the body are somewhat separate. The more the mind is stressed and is taking all of these major things and focusing on them all the time, the more the body is affected. There's no separation, but I speak of them separately just to illustrate. But to me, there's no separation. The more stress, the more we get caught up with day-to-day rest within the body. So I hope tonight the practice has brought together and reunified a little bit the body and the mind for you, and has given you some energy. So it's really good to move as best we can, but it's really good to move and link the mind and the body together and really pay attention and try and salute ourselves with this movement. The breathing practice at the end was just a simple breathing practice through the nose, where you reach up with the right hand, close right nostril, exhale as you through left nostril, the right elbow drops and the hand goes down. And it's the same on the second side then. So you're timing, you're reaching high through the left hand as you fill your lungs, then you close that left nostril, breathe out through right as the left elbow drops and the hand goes down. And if you do this just for 2 to 3 minutes, maybe you can even get it for 5 minutes, it has a real balancing effect on the mind. Yes, there's plenty of air coming in and out, but you'll notice that after you do that for 2 to 3 minutes, then when we finish, we take the hands to the knees and we just take a breath in and breath out, and we bow forward with the breath out. We look up with the breath in, breathe out, and bend forward, breathe in, come up, breathe out, go down, and then you come to sitting. But because you've been taking quite a lot of air in and out for a period of time, the body then tries to regulate itself, and it takes less air in for the next few minutes. So it brings you into a position of real stillness. So you get the body to a real position of stillness with a very gentle breath coming in and out. The abdomen is the place that's expanding gently, not the big chest expansion. Because when we want to bring ourselves into relaxation, we don't want to be chest breathing, we want to be diaphragmatic breathing. So the diaphragm is just below the lower ribs here, and it gently moves down as you expand this area to suck the air in, and then the diaphragm gently comes up then as the air is moved out. So it's that diaphragmatic breath that brings us into a state where we can really gather energy, and we can really be still, and we can really heal ourselves and digest our food better, and really, as I said, gather energy. When we're breathing into the chest, and it's this shallow breathing, so by shallow it means it's not going down too deep. It's this chest that's expanding, and maybe we're holding tension down here. That tells us it kind of keeps us on edge. And the nervous system is, the autonomous nervous system is made up of two parts. The sympathetic nervous system, which is usually on when we're tense, and it usually ends up that the abdomen is tense, so the diaphragm is blocked. So we breathe using the chest, and that is our fight or flight, our stressful kind of response part of the nervous system. And the other one is the parasympathetic nervous system, which we can turn on by breathing diaphragmatically. And that then is the part of us that governs our resting and our digesting and our gathering energy. Okay, so we want to, and they're like an on-off switch. They can't one be on and they can't both be on. It's one or the other. So if we live in that stressful fight or flight all the time, and we're getting bombarded with stress all the time, we'll tend to be in that sympathetic nervous system mode. And we want to get out of that as much as we can and live in the parasympathetic nervous system mode. And we do that by simply just breathing diaphragmatically, by slowing down, by concentrating the mind just on observing that natural rise and fall of your breath, or shaping your breath as we did for a while. And that will take you from sympathetic nervous system mode to parasympathetic nervous system mode. And that's where we gather energy and reduce stress. And it's really important at this time to try and look for those techniques. So later tonight or any time when you're trying to get to sleep and the mind is really wandering, or there's important stuff on the mind, maybe some stressful things going on in your life, as they are for all of us, try to just soften more. And if the mind is really racing and you just can't get to sleep, softening the abdomen and letting that diaphragmatic breath come is a really great way to help you get into a position where the body feels that it's time to gather energy and to rest. And that tells the mind that it's time to gather energy and to rest. And that'll hopefully help you get a better quality of sleep and help you get off to sleep in the first place. Really hope you're well, and let's stick together and support each other as best we can over these next few weeks. Never has there been a time where community has really been needed, and a lack of separateness. Yes, we're separated, but we need to really come together as a community and work together. And that's what yoga was designed to do, to yoke, to bring us together, to feel like we're not separate, that we're part of the whole. And I think that's what we really need at this time. Really hope you're well, and sláinte to your health. Thank you.